First and foremost, I got some news for you. China wants to have a peace talk. They want to have a tariff talk with Donald Trump. And number two, this is coming straight from the Chinese citizen's mouth. China is not telling the truth. China is doing very bad. I'm going to let you hear what this lady has to say on what's going on with her and her son. Let's get this.
Has anyone else been as broke as I am this year? Let me tell you how bad it's gotten. I haven't bought any clothes for my son. He's still wearing last year's clothes, including his pajamas. I didn't buy anything new for him, except for a pair of shoes because his feet grew. I just made do with what we had, including his school uniforms. I haven't bought any new clothes for myself either. I'm wearing last year's stuff. My hair hasn't been cut in 6 months, as you can probably tell. And skincare products? I'm using Dabao, the cheapest skincare brand in China. I don't know why this year turned out like this. The vlogger, a well-dressed professional woman, was once part of the middle class, but she now describes her life as financially strained. Her followers shared their difficult situations in the comments. I used to have 60,000 yuan in savings. Now I have debt of 300,000 yuan. Everything is falling apart. I feel like I've been poor since I got married, and this year it's worse. I was looking at things to buy this morning, but after watching this video, I refunded everything. Another young woman, who recently graduated and is living in Beijing, shared her even more heartbreaking experience. I want to cry today. I'm in Beijing and I only have 40 yuan left in my phone this month. My salary usually comes around the 25th, but for some reason it's delayed this month. My monthly wage is just over 3,000 yuan and I've already run out of money. I didn't know what to do, so I called my mom and asked, "Do you have any money? Can you send me 100 or 200 yuan? My salary should come soon." But I know my parents are also struggling. My mom said she didn't have 100 yuan in her phone, only 60 or 70 yuan in cash. I asked her to send me
See, the thing is, the president and the government over in China, they're too proud to say their citizens are doing bad. But they saying it out of their mouth. They're doing bad over there.
yuan, hoping I could hold out for the next couple of days. The issue of financial hardship has become a hot topic in China recently, especially the question, why are Chinese people becoming poorer? Despite official claims of GDP growth, ordinary citizens continue to feel the pinch with struggling businesses, a sluggish real estate market, rising youth unemployment, and an overall tightening of household budgets. In April, the ongoing US-China trade war escalated, leading to pessimism among those in the foreign trade sectors in cities like Shanghai, Guangdong, and Zhejiang. As of now, the Chinese government continues to maintain its hardline stance on the trade war, claiming that China won't back down, but many consulting firms and economic experts predict that China's export-driven economy will face even greater pressure than the U.S. over the coming years.
Greater pressure than the U.S. That means if this trade war doesn't end, if they don't come to an agreement, China's going to do worse than America. But what they was doing, they was trying, you see what they just said? It would be worse in China than America.
Medium-sized businesses are expected to close down, layoffs and salary cuts will be more frequent, and the cost of living will rise, leaving ordinary citizens trapped between high prices and low wages.
Our business with American clients has become impossible. Just this week, I sent goods to the US worth $500, and now I'm being charged an additional $700 in taxes, which is about 5,000 yuan. Plus, the shipping costs another 1,000 yuan. How can we continue doing business like this?
Some online commentators have responded, saying, if you can't do business with the US, then don't. Why insist on dealing with them? Others, including pro-government commenters, blame the economic difficulties and poverty on the US, claiming that the trade war is causing China's financial...
They're blaming it on us because Trump is like, listen, man, we're tired of being used and we're tired of being taken advantage of. So they're going to blame it on us now.
Struggles and that the Chinese Communist Party system is superior. Today, we will analyze this controversial topic that's heating up on social media in China, the deep implications of this tariff war. Experts say that the tariffs signal that the U.S. no longer wants to buy Chinese products. But why does this mean that China becomes poorer? To understand, we need to look back in history. Western nations provided China with preferential trade status and access to their markets. In May 2000, the U.S. granted China permanent normal trade relations. believing that after the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991, China's trade with developed Western countries would lead to economic growth. They expected China to follow international rules, gradually moving towards a democratic system, and thus China formally joined the World Trade Organization in December 2000. Joining the WTO opened up international markets to China, bringing in foreign capital and technology, allowing Chinese products to flood global markets. China has become known as the world's factory, creating job opportunities and significantly raising incomes. China's prosperity was driven by international markets and the hard work of its people, not by the supposed advantages of the CCP system.
China been dependent on us all this time. And all that pride got them broke. I'm going to end the video right there because it's long. But you see, now they want to come to the table. Like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment what you think. But yeah, earlier they said they want to come to the table. Big Hawk, Yonkers native, Street Talk, I'm out.